What is up, guys, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the medication I am on. I've talked about the one I was on before, venlafaxine, but I actually switched medications because that one was causing me to have weird nightmares. And when I switched, what they did is they lowered it down from, I was at 110 or something like that, and they lowered it down to 37.5, and then they put me on 150 milligrams of it's called Bupropion XL. I've been taking this drug for about a month now, maybe a little bit longer. I think it's been 3 weeks with just being on this drug. For the first few days of fully coming off of venlafaxine, I had really bad withdrawals in my body. I think I talked about that before in the one video, how it felt like I could feel like my heartbeat, it would go, it wasn't actually my heartbeat though, this weird thing is like, but it was like that part of my chest kind of area, and it'd go up my throat, and it was just like the worst feeling ever. I think it's been a couple days now, so it took about 3 weeks for that drug to fully come out of my body, but now it's out of my body and I'm not really getting that feeling. Actually no, like the very odd time I get a little bit of a feeling, but it's so tiny that it's completely doable. So this drug produces dopamine and adrenaline. They decided to put me on this instead of a serotonin booster because both times I've taken serotonin boosters, it actually has given me, the one time it was giving me night terrors and then lots of nightmares, and then this last time it was giving me a lot of weird dreams as well as nightmares as well, but no night terrors, which was nice. But the only side effect is I cannot have caffeine on it. No, there's a couple side effects, but the one is I can barely have any caffeine on it. I lowered my coffee down to one cup a day, and the one day I went out for coffee, and I went to a place and they had drip coffee, and I had a large coffee instead of a medium coffee, and it still gave me chest pains. And then I also one day had 2 cups of coffee instead of 1, and again it was like really bad chest pains. So now I'm down to 1 cup of coffee. I'm lowering my coffee starting yesterday. I lowered it a little bit. And then usually I make my coffee with 2 tablespoons of coffee beans and then ground it. But now I'm going to try 1 and kind of separate it a little bit further from medication. I was taking my medication and drinking coffee around the same time, or at the same time. Sometimes I take my medication with coffee. But honestly, it's too much for my body because it's 2 stimulants. You have adrenaline, which is obviously a stimulant. And then also on top of that, you have the caffeine. So I had to separate them a little bit and lower the coffee again. That's kind of hard for me because I do really like caffeine, but if that's the only big side effect, then I can deal with it. The other side effect is, your throat's a lot more dry. So I have to drink so much more water, and sometimes it's to the point where you're just like almost like choking because like the back of your throat gets so dry. So I just have to keep my water intake. But the issue with that is as I drink more water throughout the day, then I get thirsty and thirstier. It's not like it hydrates me. I'm gonna try to start having maybe like some kind of what's the word? Some kind of electrolytes, such as maybe just like a glass of orange juice with a pinch of salt in it. Actually works well for electrolytes. Then your body starts absorbing more water, although like I do salt some of my meals or have sodium in my meals, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I'm going to test that out and see if that helps. Ooh. The other side effects is loss of appetite. So this drug is actually used with something else as a weight loss thing for like severely overweight people, I believe is what I read. But so sometimes it makes it harder for me to eat. So when I can eat, I try to eat like a sufficient amount, but I do find myself having lots of smoothies because it's something that I can just drink. And then sometimes I just really cannot physically eat, which could be combined with something else. It could not be just medication. It could be like other things I'm going through at the moment, but I find I'm not nowhere near as hungry. I set a timer because I always talk too long. I'm trying to shorten my videos, but I find that I'm not as hungry on this medication. So I do try when I'm hungry to eat either larger meals or drink smoothies throughout the day, just so that I can actually get enough calories in my body, because if I only ate when I was hungry at the moment, I probably wouldn't get enough food in, which doesn't give me enough energy, which doesn't give me the mind power to be able to you know, make videos, do my Instagram stuff, do my job, talk, like just human things that you need to do every day. But so far I do like the drug. I do find that I do feel better, but honestly, I'm not on it long enough to actually have the full effects. It usually takes minimum of 3 weeks for it to actually start working when you're on a proper dose. So it probably will start working like basically now-ish is when the real side effects kick in of how you are. But I've said it before in other videos, you cannot just take a drug and it fixes all your problems. You have to do all the other little things that are going on, such as making sure you're kind of having somewhat nutrition diet, like, you know, vegetables and fruit and stuff. And then you have to make sure you're getting some exercise in, and then you have to make sure that you're like meditating and journaling and all that kind of stuff. So there are a lot of little other factors that you have to add in to it for it to fully work. But so far I like it, and those are all the side effects. I'm gonna stop the video here so that my videos are not too long. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. If you don't, give it a big fucking thumbs down. If you have any questions about the drug at all or any other antidepressants that I've ever been on, let me know, drop it in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.